Washington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Moss, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. This is caught by Evans. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They go to Elliott again. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On play action, Allen.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
He finds some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They run again on first down. Cook.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Over the middle to Evans. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Cook. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Kill. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. 26.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
play action. Now it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner,
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's a
touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And this one is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be his last pass in the NFL, because when you throw an interception, especially a pick six as a kicker, CD, I don't know that you recover from that one.
Partner, you got to remember one thing. My vintage takes me back to shades of Garo Yepremian against Washington in Super Bowl VII. Yeah, folks, I would tell you to do an encyclopedia search, but actually nowadays you do an internet search. Check that one out. And that was at least off of a block kick. This was a design throw. Results the same, though. Interception, 6 points going the other way. Hello, Mike Bass. Remember you?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Diggs going in motion right. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
First down, Bills.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Option play. Here's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Samaje Perine, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here he gets the sack. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. 49 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd down, Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. All of a sudden, both sides of the football for them playing extremely well. That's how they're right back in this ball game.
And I checked out our astrological charts before this game, you and me, and you know what it said? It said we would be better in the second half than we would be in the first half. I think this team is coming along right along with us. The moon's definitely in the 7th house, and they are playing way better. I like how they pulled it together. I don't know if it was a leader that stepped up. I don't know if it's just the team got out of the gate slow, but now they're looking the part.
You don't even know what sign I am.
No, but it doesn't matter. I just looked up all of them.
Okay. I guess they all said the same thing.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They've officially gone final in Baltimore. And it was the Jaguars who were able to come away with a victory there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Here's Dak. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, here's Pirine. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Pirine. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check back. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles.